What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are having a beautiful and blessed day, and let's get straight into the video. 3 ways to deal with anger. How to deal with anger. Anger is it's a tricky one, okay? Because it's a double-edged sword. Because I'm gonna put the vibrational scale residency right here once again, and as you see, it's a little bit above shame and I think guilt. And it's because when you are angry, you're kind of taking your power back, but it's still a low vibration, because it's, even though it feels self-validating, it's a low vibration. So the way it kind of gets you is that when you're angry, you keep going back to the emotion of anger, and it's self-validating, so you feel like you can do it. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's still a low vibration. So what we want to do, we want to reach past that lower vibration, and we want to get into love. We want to get into all that good shit. So let's continue. So first, you got to realize anger is just an illusion. So this fades into number 1. Focus on your breathing patterns and like kind of do a little meditation and a little, you know what I'm saying? That's why people do that. That's why people do. Because it's at the end of the day, it's your breathing patterns. You are increasing your breathing patterns, and you are interpreting it as anger. Your heartbeat is increasing, and you're interpreting it as anger. If you ever noticed, when you're angry, your heartbeat increases, your breathing patterns shorten. Not feeling cool, calm, and collected. You're angry, right? But it's really just your breathing patterns at the end of the day. So what you want to do to kind of combat this is you want to just breathe in, breathe out, focus on your heartbeat, try to slow down your heartbeat. Another thing you can do is do yoga, do stretches, you know what I'm saying, just hit some poses. You gotta hit some poses sometimes. Why? Because you have points in your body that hold energy. You are an energetic being. You are energy. You basically like a goddamn battery, right? These points in your body, they have energy within them. So niggas get mad over shit that happened like 10 years ago. Why are you getting mad over this? Because you have this energy in your body and you never released it. You got to release this energy. And what I mean by that is hit some yoga poses, stretches. When you stretch, you hear that, that pop. That's not arthritis. That's not none of that shit. That's the releasing of energy. You actually, every time you stretch, there's a little pop. Sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't. You can't have that shit stagnated in your body. Not only will this, have emotional damage, but it will have physical damage as well. That's where people, joints hurt, my back hurt, my joints hurt, all this shit hurt. It hurts because you have a stagnation of energy in your body. You gotta release that sometimes. Joining yoga classes, obviously, when you get into a conflict, you can't just hit a yoga pose in the middle of the motherfucking conflict. Nah, but you know what I'm saying, when you wake up, hit some yoga poses, stretch, do what you gotta do. Maybe after the conflict, do a little, neck, you know what I'm saying? And I promise you, bro, you will not feel angry anymore. Especially if you already did the deep breathing shit that I just said and you focused on your heart rate. You ain't gonna feel angry no more. What this allows you to do, by the way, is kind of think about your thoughts and think about your actions before you do it. You so angry that you want to punch your boss in the face, and then you actually do it. Well, guess what? If you would have meditated, which this fades into number 3, meditation. If you would have meditated, or if you would have deep breathed, or if you would have been doing yoga, you would have never punched your boss in the face. Now this could have adverse problems in your life. You just punched your boss in the face. Now you fired. Now you ain't got no source of income. Well, guess what? If you would have just meditated, or you would have just did some deep breathing exercises, or you would have just did yoga, this would have never happened. So this fades into multiple things in your life. And mine is the 5th dimension. This world is the 3rd dimension. Most of us want to transfer what's in our mind to the 3rd dimension. But how can you do that when you're constantly putting your 5th dimensional thoughts in the 3rd dimension, and it's always creating realities that aren't favorable to you? The way you truly manifest is you are able to control your 5th dimensional thoughts, and you are able to choose which ones you actually want to put in the 3rd dimension. And this is what meditating does. It helps you kind of put a little buffer, put a little pause in your life, and help you put your whatever fifth dimensional thoughts you have into the third dimension. The best way to combat anger is to not even be in that situation in the first place. If you would meditate, if you would strike yoga poses, if you would do all these things I just mentioned, you really wouldn't be in that situation at all. Now, this doesn't mean being nice all the time and being like, hi, you know what I'm saying? Spirituality doesn't mean being nice, you know what I mean? Self-love. You gotta have self-love for yourself, and you gotta have boundaries. But there's a way that you can logically, put boundaries up for yourself rather than being emotional and rather than being angry about it. So that's it for today, guys. I really hope you resonated with the words I spoke on. Don't forget to like, comment, and please tell me what you thought about the video. I have a Teespring as well that you can check out, spiritual merchandise, all designed by yours truly, and many more designs coming. So tell me what you thought about that as well, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Might change me, but these fuck niggas can't phase me.